How we doing? I know a lot of people seem to ask me. Today's Martin Luther King Day. The post office is closed. Is UPS open? Is FedEx open? They want to know what's going on. And then many of them are younger people. They want to ask me, what's happened with Martin Luther King? Were you around? Do you remember? I was 8 years old when Reverend King was shot. I remember it vividly. Why? I don't know. I remember it vividly. There was deep concern. The first reaction was, what's going to happen? Is there going to be riots? Keep the kids home from school? Everything shut down? The whole country was in a state of shock. And then the next reaction was how tragic it was. This was a fine man. This was a man who advocated for peace, change through peace, nonviolent. Everything he did was to be nonviolent. In fact, there was a situation in Alabama. They had a nonviolent march. They walked across the bridge. Years later, I was in Alabama. I walked that bridge. I was early for an appointment. I told the taxi, let me out here. I'll meet you at the end of the bridge. I'm going to walk it. They walked the bridge, and the footage came out, the video of the cops showing up. Alabama, these are not easy people over there. Let's put it that way. And they came bashing with the batons, with all kinds of weapons, and smashing the people up and beating people that were simply marching, ladies, old ladies, men, wearing their suits, wearing their hats, wearing their finest. It was an unbelievable contrast. He wanted change through nonviolence, and in doing that and in striving for that, we saw the juxtaposition between how violent the racists were willing to be and how nonviolent these people were going to react. They just stood there and they got hit, bam, smash, boom, all over the place. I don't know where we'd be today if Reverend King lived all these years. He was a young man. I'm glad to see that his wife, his son, they tried to carry on the legacy and the message. I hope I didn't speak for too long. Thank you.